What's up, Nanner? Today's an X-Files day. I'm going to be reacting to Season 1, Episode 5, The Jersey Devil. Now, this one started out, it was pretty good. I've actually read your email by the time I'm filming this, so I'm going to be reacting to some of the things you said in there. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was about the 1940s or 50s. They did get all of that spot on, and I really liked it. The only thing that didn't make sense to me was they shot at it before they even knew what it was, because it was like humanoid and junk, and it wasn't, and they had guns and it didn't have a gun, so obviously the natural thing is to shoot it, right, since it's a person. Wrong. Just for the record, doesn't make any sense. Dana is starting to understand Fox. She brought him the case instead of him presenting the case and everything, and he caught on to it, and she's starting to like understand his little quirks and nuances, I guess. So yeah, that's good. The whole relationship between them is evolving. The next thing is when the monster came and attacked, you know, it took off the entire arm, including the shoulder. A whole arm? I mean, that's like that much. Like, they say your arm is about 8% of your body weight, and 8% of my body weight would be like 12 pounds of food. That's a lot of food. I wouldn't be able to eat 12 pounds of food. I don't know, like, several people couldn't eat 12 pounds of food. Like, if you chopped off my arm and put it on a platter, would you be able to eat my entire arm? No way. But I guess if they're really hungry, anything's possible. And apparently there were several of them at the end of the episode, so yeah, I guess that's possible. I like the park ranger. He's like Mulder, and I like the anthropologist dude. They're like him. They're going in the same direction as Mulder, which is something new and fresh that previous episodes didn't have. But this time he had companions and stuff. So I guess that's good. I liked that about this episode. The whole formula for an X-File is starting to evolve, like you said it would. Flash forward to when Scully was at her godson's birthday party. I actually got offended when she said that Mulder was a jerk. She's like, he's a jerk, and I'm like, oh, how could you? He's not a jerk, he's just passionate. And then she corrected herself. He's not a jerk, he's just obsessed with his work. And I'll give her that. He is a little obsessed with his work. Like, being a hobo and staking out all night on a hunch. And, I mean, Mulder has really good instincts, and he makes a lot of good guesses. But sometimes he's a little over the top. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I guess that's what makes him him, you know? He's got that ability to know what is gonna go on, and he's got a great hunch, you know? That's what makes Mulder Mulder. He just goes at it, and that's what I really like about him. Also at the birthday party, she let that guy in, you know, and she didn't know he was divorced, and apparently, like, her godson's father, she didn't know that her godson's father was divorced from her godson's mother? Really? Really? No, not in real life. Not in this universe, you don't. Especially in the 1990s. Skip forward to when the police are, like, trying to hold them back. It seems like a conspiracy that they're trying to, like, cover it all up. Like, they know about it, but they don't want to admit that they know about it, and it seems like, I don't know, if they know that it exists, then why are they trying to hide something? I mean, that could be another tourist attraction or something. You know what I mean? Like, these people came from the woods outside of Atlantic City, and that's where they were found, and these people could be, like, I don't know. I've heard of, like, feral people who lived in the wild for their whole life, and all of them become famous because there's only like 100 cases in all of history, that this has happened, which makes this discovery like groundbreaking, and it would bring people to Atlantic City, and people coming into Atlantic City, there's a higher likelihood that the people coming into Atlantic City will want to, I don't know, play the slots, I guess, since that seems to be the most important thing to the Atlantic City police, is getting people to play the slots. It's just cover up, conspiracy. It's just lame sauce. It makes me kind of mad, but I guess that's the whole point of the X-Files, is they're dealing with stuff that people don't want to deal with, that people want to cover their ears, and they don't want to know the truth, but they're trying to find the truth because the truth is out there. That's what the X-Files is all about. And then history repeated itself in an eerie sort of way. All the police surrounded the feral person and then just killed him, shot him right there. Bad decision. I hope the detective gets struck by lightning. That's what I hope. And then Mulder says they must have had offspring, right? Why didn't Mulder go and look for them? They're out there somewhere, you know? And they're still children, so I guess they could be, you know, put into culture and cultivated. Or maybe he's trying to respect they have their own culture, and preserving that culture is important. Smart thinking, Mulder. I only just caught up with you then. It's the quote of the day. Yay! Quote of the day comes from my very favorite Fox Mulder. It comes from the scene where he's just got busted out of jail, and he's been standing around with puking guys all day, and he's eating his pie, and he says, "I have a life," and he's like covered in garbage, and he has 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. Obviously, you have a life. Conclusions that can be made from this episode, there aren't very many, but thought it was funny that Mulder got beat by a girl. That was kind of funny. Like, he's just standing there, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Blah!" And I actually jumped. I was like, "Blah! Oh, God." I actually had a heart attack when that happened. Like, partial heart attack. I was okay afterwards, but I have numbness in the entire left side of my body. So, yeah, I'll be alright. Don't worry. Here is the one that I made. The guy that Dana is dating, he's a freaking weirdo. Just something wrong. And I don't know why Dana hangs out with a stiff like that. Anyway, that was all I had to say for today. I'll see you later, Nanner. Truth is out there. Bye.